Hey there, Kim Barrow from Team Hope here. I wanted to take a second and explain to you how I schedule my challenges to always so that I always have something to invite to help me organize my posting so I'm not being obnoxious with constantly talking about my challenges or sounding like I'm selling or pitching too often. And also to continually bring in new people to talk to, finding new people to help by being a little bit strategic about my scheduling. It also helps me to not overwhelm myself, so I'm not constantly thinking, oh, how am I going to hit my goals? How am I going to reach more people? And scrambling around because I already have a plan for the entire month and even the month after that in hand. And it also helps my team to know when my challenges are because they are more than welcome to invite challengers to join us. So it helps for them to know that I have this rhythm and this system that I follow each and every month. Now, I have 3 different types of challenge groups that I'm running right now. One of them is my main 60-day fitness challenge, and I do mixed group, mixed fitness programs in there. I'm also doing 21-day fix groups every single month, and then I do a free short-term challenge in there too. These challenges are staggered in their start date, so again, constantly have people to invite to it. Gives me something new to talk about in social media. So let's go ahead and take a look at my calendar.
Okay, so this is my calendar for the month of April 2014. And as you can see, I've got a few different things going on here on my calendar. And this is the same pattern that I use basically every single month. I like to plan 3 months in advance just so that I know what's coming next. So in you know, in March, I make sure that I have my plan out for April, May, and June, just so that I know when my challenges are going to start and stop. Okay, so really quick, you see here in this orange color is where I am putting information for my 60-day challenges. And this is also going to be for my 21-day fix challenge. You'll see them called Fitness on Your Terms challenge. That's what I call the challenges that I run and that my team can invite people to. Anyway, so the first Monday of every single month is when prep week begins, or preseason, whatever you want to call it. This is the week that we do goal setting, we talk about meal planning, we make sure everybody has their stuff ordered, and we really just prepare. This is, so in April, it was the 7th, which is the first Monday of the month, and so this is kind of my target date to get people ordered. So when I'm talking to people in casual conversation, not casual conversations, but one-on-one conversations, I will let them know that this really is the best, last date for them to order. I know that lots of people will say things like, this is the last day to sign up or the last day to order. That doesn't really fit my personality to be like hard-nosed like that, but I know that it works for lots of other people. So great news is you get to make the decision about what works for you. But ideally, this is the last date that you want people ordering by to make sure that they have their challenge pack by day 1. Day 1 is down here on the 2nd Monday of every single month. And that's when my 60-day challenge is going to start. And again, like I said, my 21-day fix challenge. And I like having just a set pattern of those so that I can look ahead. Our team knows when those challenges are going to start all the time and just keeps me organized. Okay, my other set of challenges that I'm going to run each month is I'm going to do at least one free challenge. And you're going to see my free challenge information here in the light blue. Right now I'm doing 7-day free challenges. And so you're going to see it's going to start right here, which is the 4th Monday of the month is when that's going to start. And that's basically to make sure that I have a challenge starting every 2 weeks. See how that works? It's a beautiful thing. Always have someone to invite, something to invite people to. It gives me something new to talk about in my social media, and it's another outlet, another way for me to help people. Now, my little strategy here is for my 7-day challenge or my free challenge to end right when prep week of the next month's 60-day challenge starts. So if I come in here to May, So you see here, this is the April 28th free challenge. If it's 7 days long, it's going to end right here on the 4th. This May 5th is the first Monday of the month, so that's when prep week starts. So it's continuous. We've always got something new starting, always somewhere to put people as they progress with you. Okay, for my free challenges, I don't do a whole week of prep week. 3 days I think is enough. So that's just kind of how I have that in there. Now I know we've done 10-day challenges in the past, and when that is the case, I will put, day one will be Wednesday or Thursday before. Again, the whole idea in my eyes is to make that free challenge end right before prep week of your next full fitness challenge. Okay, so the next thing that you'll see here is in the green is when I post about my challenges. Now, in my opinion, we do not want our Facebook walls to turn into billboards for our challenges or for Beachbody or for any one thing in particular. People do not come onto Facebook to be sold to. They want to come on to share and connect with friends. And so that's where the bulk of your posts need to be focused on, just sharing your own personal journey and, inviting people to come and join you in private messages is really where the majority of your inviting is going to be happening. I like to keep my posts about my challenges literally to about 2 times a month. So that's what I'm going to do. A big shout out about my free challenge, and you'll see here when I schedule this is the same week of the beginning of my 60-day challenge. So my April 60-day challenge is going to start on the 14th, on that Monday, and then that Thursday I'm going to post about my free challenge that's coming up. Now, the reason I like to do that is because let's say you have somebody you've been talking to, you were really hoping to get them set up for your 60-day challenge on the second Monday of April, but it just didn't come together. They couldn't commit. They just had they still had questions. They just weren't sure. Now you can come in. They're going to see this post. It's free. There's no big obligation or commitment. And you can say, hey, in 2 weeks we're going to start this free challenge, or maybe even reach out to them on the 21st and say, we have this free challenge starting. I'd love to have you in there. And what that does is it opens the door for another way for you to help them, which again is our main focus. Allows you to add value to their lives and lets them see what this coaching thing is all about and to see the value of the challenge process. So it's kind of a smart strategy there to constantly have, that other challenge starting and having somewhere to put people. Now, the other kind of thought process there is, let's say somebody orders a challenge pack on the 23rd, because you're inviting every single day, right? So on the 23rd, somebody orders a challenge pack. Well, you had a group start. By the time they get their stuff around the 30th, your other group's going to be about 2.5 weeks in. Now, it's not the end of the world if you put somebody in there late, but how much better would it be just to pop them into your free challenge for 7 days, and then they start with the next group? See how that works? Okay, so like I was saying about your posts, keep your posts about sharing, keep them natural, keep them just about what interests you in your life. Fitness is important to all of us, or we wouldn't be coaches. Eating clean is important to all of us, or we wouldn't be coaches. So it's natural for us to post about that, about what we're eating and feeding our families, what, the workouts that we're truly excited about. Just be authentic to who you are. Don't force it, and don't, like I said, be super salesy and posting about your challenges all the time. Keep those challenge posts to just a couple times a month. Well, then how do you find people to invite? Well, I have an idea for that too. Over here in the red, you're going to see my ideas for weekly ways, or strategies or whatever to bring in new people to talk to. So this first full week of the month, right before prep week starts, I'm going to, I have my March challenge is already started, and they're going to hit day 30 on around the 8th. I think it's the 8th. So all this week, I'm going to be highlighting my challengers, or just talking about things that they're talking about successes that they're having within the challenge group and with their programs and things like that, and really showing people the value in that challenge group process. And in doing that, people are going to they're going to comment. I'm probably going to get some new people who maybe relate to those challengers that I'm talking about. and those are my new contacts and my new conversations and my reach outs for the week. And eventually, in a few weeks, they'll be my invites. Okay, so the second week, our focus, our way to find new people is with the free challenge. So when I post about the free challenge here on the 17th, that's not the first time I've mentioned it. So let's say I'm going to do a free running challenge and I'm going to post about it on the 17th. Well, this whole week, the days leading up to that, I'm going to be posting about showing myself with my tennis shoes and my stroller. I'm gonna ask a question about running. I'm gonna ask people if they do run. And then when I, get to post about this, then I've already kind of gotten likes and comments from people who are interested in that. Okay. So the next week, what we've got going on is a giveaway. And this does not have to be a big deal giveaway. So you can basically, if you have a subscription you like for instance, I use a meal planning service called the Fresh 20, and a month subscription to that is $7. It's nothing big, but it's a way for you to put up your cute picture of you with your meal planner and say, hey, this is what I do. This really helps me. If you're interested in a free month, a free month subscription from me, share my picture, and it's just going to bring people to your page, find you new friends, and give you a way to interact with people. If you have a like page, this is a great way to drive people to your like page and make sure you tell them to like your page in order to be entered into the drawing. Now, again, with that being said, new coaches, I don't want you to spend lots of time on on a on a like page, okay? So we want to keep our focus on that personal page for the first few months while we still have, our closest friends to talk to and share our journey here in the beginning. Okay, and the last way that I, continually find new people to talk to and make sure that I'm posting interesting things, kind of gives me my topic, is the last week I'm going to post about my upcoming 60-day challenge. So as you see here, on this fourth Monday of the month in green, you're going to see that I have a reminder to post about my May challenge. That happens the same day that my free challenge begins. I'm no longer talking about this free challenge with people. I'm talking to them about my May challenge. And again, this is where I'm going to put my little interesting and fun photo of myself, and where I'm going to pinpoint what's different about my May challenge. Like maybe it's a spring shape up challenge, maybe it's just P90X3, maybe it's just 21 day fix. Whatever, that's going to be that post. And again, that's about the only time that I'm going to post about directly about my upcoming 60-day challenge. Now, how I'm going to keep that in people's news feeds is I'm going to make sure that I go back to that post, a couple times a day or each day, and comment in the thread. So if people are leaving comments, I'm going to say thanks. I just PM'd you. Just because every time you put a comment there or somebody else comments there or likes it or whatever, it shows up in the newsfeed, other people's news feeds a little bit more. So that's just a way to kind of keep it popping up even though you're not reposting about your challenge group over and over again. So that's kind of, what's going on here is we're posting about the upcoming challenge. And again, those of you who have like pages, this is also a good week to maybe run a page ad, because all month you've been posting interesting and valuable content, and now you're talking about how you can reach out and help people. So it's a good time to drive people to your like page. Okay, so that is my basic strategy for keeping myself scheduled and organized throughout the month, and hopefully this will help you come up with your own method. All right, talk to you soon.